Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special unboxing video on a Monday, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So this is something that's been on my radar for ages. I'm actually really excited that I've managed to get this. Bit of a story about it. Again, I've been after this for absolutely ages. It's another Japanese exclusive of a Generation 1 figure. So again, it's not a vintage G1, but the mold that they used is a vintage G1, and this very rarely pops up in the UK. And I've got to confess and be honest, I was a little bit naughty and I preempted and I won this one day last week while I was off from work, and I was preempting the money that I'd make from selling my movie figures at the toy fair. So it's a good job that I did all right selling them, because I brought this. But the main reason I suppose why I went for this is you don't see these in the UK very often. It's a bit like, I suppose it is an e-hobby. I think it is an e-hobby. If it's not an e-hobby, it's as good as. It's a Japanese exclusive. As I say, they've used a Generation 1 mould of a very popular character, and they've just redecoed it. So the original, I don't even know I'm going to get into this. It's incredibly well packed because this box is huge for what it's going to be. So the G1 character, because you probably know, only maybe people who really know my collection and know the things that I've got might guess this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the clues as to what the original G1 figure is. The original G1 figure was incredibly popular. In fact, yeah, one of the main ones. But as I'm going to make this sound even more confusing, it wasn't the first release of that particular figure in Generation 1. So the figure had, wow, it's an actual piece of plastic to protect it. Incredibly well packaged. So the original version of this figure came out, it was one of the first, and then the version which this is a remake of came out 87. It must have been 87. No, I'm telling a fib. It's 88. It's 88 because it was not Headmasters. It was, in the UK, it was known as the time of the Power Masters, and in Japan it was obviously known as the time of the Godmasters and Super Godmaster Force, etc. So this is a box inside a box. This is taking forever. So yes, so I suppose the big clue is there. It's one of the, as we know, a Power Master, whereas in Japan they would know as a Godmaster. So you probably pretty much guessed the main character now, because as I say, it was a huge character, originally released in 84. So yeah, so this is another version of, I'm just going to come out and say it, this is another version of, as we know, Optimus Prime, but again in Japan he was known as Convoy. And this is so incredibly well wrapped. So this one came out, I think, in 2003. This is perfect. He hasn't put any tape on the box at all. He's completely put a huge box there to protect the flap crease. I'm just going to check the thing on the back. It's a big box. I suppose it would be classed, yeah, that's the empty box, just to protect the flap, as I suppose a triple changer, because it can be a base, it can be a robot, and it can be a truck. I think you just saw that there. Now the funny thing is, oh no, okay, so here's the back of the box. So it isn't, and there's a bit of a clue there. So of course we would know this as Power Master Optimus Prime, but in Japan it is 2001 or 2002. This is the Nuclear Quest version. Wow, I've been after this guy for ages. So he's all black, he's got the blue eyes. Yeah, I'm buzzing, totally buzzing that I got this, and I can't believe that I saw it. And there's no flap crease, there's nothing, and yeah, there you go. Made up. I will of course be doing a full detailed video on this as soon as I can get round to. If any of you got that, let me know. I'm sure you probably got the Optimus Prime or the Convoy, but if you got this, I'm incredibly impressed. Let me know if you did. Take care, guys.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.